We've talked a lot about this, but we are putting the microscope on mental health this week. We want to welcome Nina Ferraro with us to the Blue Couches. We're talking just about it all here, and hopefully we'll pass along some great information over the next couple of minutes. The holidays can be stressful for everybody, Nina.
Absolutely.
How do you know when you're just feeling a little blue, just not into it this year, to when it's something that you should talk to somebody about?
So a lot of times people put additional stress on themselves during the holiday
Sure.
season, just presents and putting together the perfect kind of holiday. And really that's not necessary at all. You really have to give yourself some grace and time and allow yourself to opt out when necessary. If you're feeling that you are struggling to get up, struggling to move, struggling to really find your peace during the day, then I would say it's time to reach out and at least talk to somebody about how you can find additional supports.
And there is a lot of support out there, but I think even making that first move to reach out or to ask for help, I think that first time can probably be the hardest.
It is very much so. We hear a lot that it took a lot for them to call, or sometimes they'll call and hang up several times or leave a message and not answer it, or we'll call and ask them if they would like services after they left a message and they say, no, I don't need them now.
Oh, wow.
So that happens a lot. But as long as they try to reach out, we'll continue to try to reach out to them as well, and hopefully at some point
during the pandemic there was a significant
there is so much,
increase
especially
in
this
mental
time of year. Like you said, you want to make it perfect, and especially when you have little kids. I mean, the stress is high to check everything off. I love how you said it's okay to opt out. The holidays can be what we make it, right?
Right. You don't have to have the traditions that you have always had. You can make new traditions, and you can also, the presents that you put under the trees, it doesn't have to be about presents. It can be about your presence. And it can be about really the time that you're spending with your family, and really more value oriented rather than material kinds of items.
And I think this year more than ever, obviously all of us here at Erie News Now are grieving. Grief looks different for everybody. And we say it every year, you know, those grieving over the holidays, but this year it has touched all of us so deeply and so personally. How do you grieve over the holidays? It's hard.
It's very hard. The feelings of loss and loneliness tend to really be exacerbated during this time, because it's about friendship and it's about family and it's about getting together, and it's emphasized when a person isn't there that's typically there. So it can be very difficult, and you can try to plan to have different activities that you may not have had traditionally, but you can add different traditions and different activities to your day to kind of break it up, or choose not to do anything at all.
Yeah, and we had a guest last week say there is no timeline for grief.
Absolutely.
And I like that.
Yeah. And really, there's also the feelings kind of come and go. It doesn't have to always be at the front of your heart. You can have feelings that are kind of at the back of your heart where you still feel them, but it's not as strong as that moment.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah. Where can folks reach out for help locally?
Well, AHM Behavioral Health, we have counselors available, psychiatrists available, but also other organizations in our community. We have grief groups in our community, the Highmark Caring Place. There are a lot of places in Erie that we can reach out to.
And of course, that hotline is so important these days, 988. It is just so easy to reach out and get so helpful. It's an easy number to remember. It's not always an easy process. But Nina, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
With us all week, really. Thanks for that. John, we're going to send it over to you.